Okay guys, welcome back. I've had this lens for a couple days now, and of course I'm talking about the Pergear 12mm f2, and I have it for the Fuji X mount. And to be honest with you, I took a couple shots around the house and just trying to get some sort of a feeling for this lens. It comes out to be about an 18mm lens, so it is an ultra wide. And to tell you the truth, from what I've seen so far, it's been fantastic. But I really wanted to get out and try to take some shots with it and really give it its run through. And to be like, it's been a crazy couple days. We had torrential downpour yesterday into flurries today, and literally I'm picking the worst day of the year so far, probably the coldest day so far, to try to go out and take a few images with this lens. I'm going to have it mounted on the X Pro 3. They're probably just going to be straight JPEG, straight out of camera, using some of the film simulations that I've been playing with. But other than that, we're going to take a ride over to Long Beach Island, and we're going to try to grab some. Oh, I can't even talk today. We're going to try to grab some landscape shots up on the beach. Probably throw it on a tripod and just stop the lens down and see how well it performs. All right, stick with me. It's going to be a cold one. All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to try this out today. Not most ideal conditions whatsoever, but I've had this lens in my possession for a couple days now, and besides just taking a few shots around the house, outside in my front yard, and one of the dog, which you probably just saw, I really needed to get out and take some good images with it. And unfortunately today really isn't the best day for it. It's completely cloudy, overcast. We had crazy rain that turned into like a dusting of snow last night, and today it's absolutely freezing. But I figured I'd try to get out and at least get a landscape shot with the Pergear 12mm. Okay, this is the Pergear 12mm f2. So this comes out to be about an ultra wide 18mm. And we got this on the X series. This is going to be on the X Pro 3, and probably just put it on this small Leo Photo tripod that I have. I love this thing for traveling. It's super small. It folds up even smaller than this, but we'll see if we can get some landscape shots. So we're going to head up to the beach, and you guys are going to come with me and see what we get. Later. All right, so here we go. We're going to take a walk up to the beach, see what we can get. Nice cloudy, overcast day. Always looks good with black and white and whatnot, but I really wanted to feature this lens. Pergear sent me the 35 1.2 a couple months ago, and it was an amazing lens, and it was very cheap, and that's one of their strong selling points. And it goes to say, you know, the same thing with this lens. It's 12mm f2. Like I said, that comes out to around 18mm, so it is an ultra wide. But again, the selling point is, I think, 169. So it has everybody else beat when it starts to think of that. That's always been a strong point for them. A really valuable lens with a really good price to match it. So you get a lot of quality for the money. And whew, I didn't think this through, man. It's freaking cold out here. What kind of idea was this? This was the dumbest thing I ever did. I'm up here shooting landscapes on the beach a day after it snowed. Stupid. But hey, anything for the video and for you guys to see how this lens could be used. But yeah, man. All right, let's check this out. There is not one person on the beach, not that I expected there would be, but this is going to make for some good photos. I'll tell you, man, the storm definitely came through last night, and a lot of erosion. Wow, crazy. Show you guys where we are. As you can see, there is nothing, man. I am in no man's land, and my hands are about to fall off my body right now. All right, let's set this up. Let's get this done. All right, guys, here we are back in the car. I am freezing. Without a doubt, one of the dumbest ideas I ever had. You know, the beach was completely desolate. There was nobody up there. I got a wet foot because I stepped in like a ton of puddles, like just on the wet sand, trying to get down low for some of these shots that you guys just saw. And man, it was just something else. My hands were so damn numb. Like I couldn't even access, like trying to zoom in and you know, for focus peaking. I couldn't even access the buttons, and right now my lips like feel like they're all numb, and I could hardly even like articulate any words. Not that I can on a normal day, but even worse now. But yeah, my hands were numb. I was trying to work with some different film simulations, so if you guys see different color shifts, you know, a lot of that was my Kodachrome, my classic negative, and I had a couple others that I've been working on too, aperture, I think, and some of the black and whites. But what do you guys think of the images? What did you think? I thought they were great. You know, another thing with this lens, and it's the similar thing that happened with the 35 1.2 from Pergear, is that you can't really trust the focusing scale. All the way infinity focus deadlock is a little bit out of focus on this system. So with this sensor, if you're at infinity focus, it's a little bit blurry. You have to back off a little bit, a millimeter or two, and then that seems to be where infinity is. But you know, shooting like f8, f11, you know, it's not like it's a huge deal, but if you're really trying to pixel peak and you go all the way into your image, you will see that it's not tack sharp. You have to back off of that focus just a little bit to lock in. And, you know, again, to just jump on top of that point, they told me about that on the 35 1.2, and that is basically because they make this lens for a multiple of systems. They make it for the Sony mount, the Micro Four Thirds, and obviously Fuji APS-C. So, you know, I get it. I understand. Like I said, it does infinity focus, and it really focuses close. You can see on some of those shots with the log, that was like literally like 3 or 4 inches away from me, and you get that beautiful wide angle view. So it is a fun lens to use. It's well made. Focusing, I'm sorry, I got like sand in my eye right now. It's really well made. Focusing is really smooth. The aperture, like I said, is declicked, but it's just fine. It stays in place where it needs to. And it has that beautiful metal pedal hood, which, you know, kind of stops your fingers from, you know, getting in front of the front element, which, you know, will definitely show up in your photos, which if you have a bigger hand and you're trying to focus that ring on such a small lens, it can happen at times. But that pedal hood really, you know, just besides blocking some of the stray light, it can help you combat that issue as well. And like I said, it does have a 62 millimeter thread, so you can use some of your ND filters and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna drive around and I'm gonna see if I can score another few images before I try to de-thaw myself here and get the ice cubes out of my shoes. All right, see ya. Okay guys, so we're back to the studio, and a couple shots from that freezing day out on the beach with the Pergear 12mm f2. So you tell me, what did you guys think of Pergear's 12mm ultra wide lens? Like I said, comes out to an 18mm focal length. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the focusing. I enjoyed the aperture, you know, ring. I thought it was very smooth in its application, and I think it would be great for video. There is a little bit of vignetting with the lens, but that's kind of to be expected with such a wide angle lens. There is also a little bit of actually a significant amount of distortion, which can be somewhat corrected in post. But again, you're shooting a very wide angle lens. I mean, we're not fisheye here, but we are very wide at 18mm. So great for landscapes, great for very dramatic shots, as you can see in some of those images previously, where you can really draw in the sky with that natural vignette of the lens and really just execute some really, really strong dramatic scenes. So I thought it's a home run. I think it's a great little lens. You know, for well under $200 to have an 18mm in your arsenal, I think is a great choice. So if you guys want to see more about the Pergear, head over to their website and pick one of these up. See ya.